So we are free code camp and we're going to be solving this task over here. Return the largest number in an array. It's essentially told us that we're using a for loop and the syntax of r.i. So the first thing we're going to do is create an empty array, a variable that's going to be assigned to an empty array. We're going to call this result array, and we're going to set that equal to an empty array. And this is what we're eventually going to push the biggest number to at the end. We're going to need two for loops. We're going to create one first of all and say let I equals 0, and then we're going to say I is less than the r dot the length, and then we're going to say I plus plus. We're then going to have a let largest number. Then we're going to initialize. We're going to create what the largest number is, and now this basically says that, what does this say? So the I represents the index of the position in each subarray within the main array, and then iterates through each main array like that. The next thing to do after this is to create another loop, which will be in here. Another for loop, which we're going to say let, and now we're not going to use I this time, we're going to use another number. We're going to use j equal to 1, and we're going to say, first of all, why are we using 1? Because we've already specified what the first position is. Obviously 0, but the first position is, so we're starting off at 1 this time. Yeah. So now we're going to say j is less than the r dot r at position I, because we're taking in that now, dot length, and then we see j plus plus, similar to that. And now we need to put something in that can check to see if the number is bigger or something like that, and that's going to be an if statement. And we're going to say if arr at the position of I, and we're going to say j as well now, is greater than the largest number, which is what we've written here in the outer loop, if you want to call it that, then we need to say that largest number equals arr at I and at j. Then the for loop this for loop closes there, this for loop closes there. So then we're going to say outside of this for loop, we're going to say we want to push whatever's there into the result array. So that's result a dot push largest number, and then finally we want to return the largest, return the result array rather, not the largest number. Result array is not defined. Oh, that's the reason why. Hold on a second. You meant to use camel casing, you see. There you go. That's worked. So again, how does this work? This is the outer loop and the inner loop, if you want to call it that. What happens first of all in this for let I equals 0 is that the I represents the index of each subarray within the actual main array, and it iterates through each subarray within the main array. Then the j does the is the index of each element in its current subarray. Now we started from 1 because we're skipping the first element because we've already essentially written that out here. Now to find the largest number, we're just doing the if statement, which basically is almost comparing it in a sense. It's going through each time. Let's say, for example, this number here is 10. Is 5 greater than 10? Is 6 greater than 10? 20, okay, and things like that. Then once it gets to greater than 10, so once it's 11 and above, or whatever that number is there, is greater than that, then this is what happens. So the largest number now becomes whatever the value of that is, and it happens each time. Yeah, each time. Here we say that we're now getting the results array, and we're pushing whatever the largest number is to here. Yeah, so if it makes it easier for you to see, this is what's happening in here. Yeah, whatever the largest number is. Now that we've pushed it, the last thing to do is to return the actual array itself, and that's what gives us the answer.